Courtney having a baby.
Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Courtney if you are new here and this is your first time watching, welcome. This video is something that I've been wanting to record for such a long time. It's something that I feel pretty strongly about, so I'm pretty excited to sit down and film this for you. As you can tell by the title of this video, this is the 5 reasons that we are choosing to cloth nappy or cloth diaper, depending on where you are in the world. Throughout this video, I will mostly be referring to them as cloth nappies because in Australia we call them nappies here. So when you hear that, it's basically just a replacement word for diapers. Firstly, I would just like to go ahead and say that YouTube is the reason that I am choosing to cloth nappy my baby. My baby isn't born yet, so I haven't actually had a chance to put it into action, but I am definitely 100% dedicated to cloth nappying my baby. The sole YouTuber that is responsible for me wanting to cloth nappy my baby is Heidi Kim from Heidi Kim TV, and she also has another channel called Sudden Kimpact. I will link them both down below. She has quite a lot of cloth nappy videos on her Heidi Kim TV, her parenting channel. So I started watching those, and she is actually the reason that we decided to cloth nappy our babies. I didn't even know that it was still a thing and that people still did that. But she's very passionate about it and it got me kind of excited about the concept. I would just like to mention that even though I am very excited to start cloth nappying and give it a go, very few people share that opinion. Wherever I go and whoever I talk to, whether it be friends or family, when I tell them that we are planning on using cloth nappies, their response is all the same, and it's, ooh, why would you do that? It's a bit upsetting and a little off-putting every time it happens, and it happens pretty much every single time that I've mentioned that that's what we're doing. But there are certain reasons that we are choosing to cloth nappy, and I'm going to go through those now for you. Number 1 is pretty obvious, and that is that they are cheaper in the long run. On average, parents spend up to $3,250 on disposable nappies alone during birth to potty training. So that's $3,250 that you're basically spending on a disposable item that your baby does his or her business in, and then you throw it away. There are many different ways to cloth nappy, and there are different types of cloth nappies that you can use. I will go through every single item that we have purchased for our cloth nappy collection, how much they cost, and add it up and compare it to the $3,250 that disposable nappies cost in the span of a child's lifetime from birth to potty training. Keep in mind that we had a large budget for cloth nappies, basically meaning that I had no self-control when it came to buying them because I really enjoyed buying them, and I think they're pretty cute. This is our cloth nappy collection. The majority of our cloth nappy collection are pocket nappies from My Little Gum Nut. This is just one of them, and as you can see, it's a pretty cute print. This is a one size cloth nappy, and all of them are one size from My Little Gum Nut. So they unclip here and unfold like this, and it just looks like a normal nappy on the inside. And it has a pocket at the back here for your inserts, and you can put any insert you like in there. I have microfiber inserts in there at the moment. These nappies are one size, so they fit from newborn to potty training. Supposedly. I have obviously not given it a go on newborns yet, but this is supposed to be a one size nappy, and you can snap it down to the newborn setting, which is what it's in now, and you can change as they grow. So the nappy grows with your baby. So from My Little Gum Nut, we got the ultimate package, which was $349.95, and that got us 24 modern cloth nappies, each with microfiber inserts, 3 extra microfiber inserts, 3 bamboo inserts, which look like this, just for extra absorbency. 4 bamboo charcoal inserts, which look like this, and these are nighttime boosters, so they absorb quite a lot of liquid and you can use them overnight. 1 large wet bag, which looks like this, and there was different patterns to choose from, and you basically just unzip it here and you put any dirty nappies in here. When you're out and about, this is really handy so that you can cloth nappy while you're out and about, or you can use it for swimwear or anything like that. 1 roll of flushable bamboo liners, so that's what this looks like here, and they're just like little liners here that you rip off and you just place in the nappy. They are basically for awkward poo stages where it's like the pasty poo, so you don't have to spray the nappy, you just have the liner in there and then you can peel it and flush it in the toilet, which is really handy. And the last thing I got in that ultimate package was a swim nappy, so that's what that looks like and that's the print we chose. For all of that, it was $349.95. And if you wanted to have that as your whole nappy stash, that would be completely fine and that would probably get you through from birth to potty training. However, we purchased a little bit more than that. From Baby Behinds online, we got 3 of these newborn size nappy covers. These alone are not enough to cloth nappy your baby. They are Velcro, which I think is pretty cool, and you undo it here, and this here is not absorbent on its own. It's PUL, it's water resistant. You do have to use flats or something else with these, and I will go through those shortly. But for 3 of these newborn sizes and 2 of the small sizes, which is when she grows out of the newborn, they were $14 each, so $70 for those 5 covers. So in correlation with those, you do have to use some form of absorbency, and that is where my flats come into play. Basically just a big square piece of material. You can get flannelette or cotton, and there's also a bunch of other materials that you can use. This one is cotton, and the majority of the ones that we have purchased are cotton. I got 3 packs of 12 for $20 each from Baby Bunting. So that's $60 for all the flats that I have. These are the ones that you fold onto your baby and then you put the covers over the top of them. So you're using these 2 items together. Now to fasten those flats onto your baby, you can use safety pins, but I'm choosing not to, and I think the majority of people who use modern cloth nappies choose not to use safety pins. You use something called Snuggies, and this is what they look like. So they just have little claws that you use, and once you've folded the nappy onto your baby, you just fasten it like that and pull it down, and it holds the flat onto your baby, and then you put the cover over the top. I bought a 3-pack of those from Baby Bunting for $9.95. So not only are we choosing to cloth nappy, but we are also choosing to cloth wipe. I figured that if you're going to be doing the extra laundry for cloth nappies, you may as well use cloth wipes and just throw them in. It's not much extra work, if any at all, because you're already doing the washing. So I bought just these little cheap ones online, and I've got a lot of different colors and patterns. I brought 6 6-packs and they're $4 each. So it was $24 for 36 wipes. That gives me a total of $513.90 that I have spent on every single item that I'm going to need for my cloth nappy collection from birth until potty training for all of my children. I will not have to purchase these again. I can use all of these items for my subsequent children, so I don't need to continue to purchase any nappies as you would if you were using disposables. When you think about it, $513.90 is not a lot of money compared to the $3,250 that is spent on average from birth to potty training for a disposable nappy child. The second reason that we are choosing to cloth nappy is that they are better for the environment. Each year, almost 800 million disposable nappies end up in the landfills just in Australia. Every child that wears disposable nappies contributes 1 to 2 tons of waste into the landfills over their lifetime. And each disposable nappy takes up to 500 years to break down completely. When you think about that, that's just absolutely crazy how much each child contributes to a landfill, and the majority of kids are wearing disposable nappies, so that's a lot of waste. Whenever I bring up the environmental side of cloth nappies, I always have someone go, what about all the water and energy you're using when you're washing your cloth nappies? That has to outweigh the benefits, doesn't it? It may seem like that, but disposable nappies use energy and water during the manufacturing process. Studies have shown that they consume half as much energy over their lifespan than disposable nappies and 2.3 times less water. And when you think about it, you're only doing an extra 2, maybe 3 loads of washing per week, which is not a huge amount. The third reason we are choosing to use cloth nappies is for earlier potty training. From what I've read and the research I've seen, children in cloth nappies generally potty train 6 to 12 months earlier than those children that are in disposable nappies. This is because the cloth nappies help them become aware that they are wet, they can feel it. The disposable nappies are so absorbent that they don't even know that they've gone to the toilet. So it makes it harder for them to understand why they need to potty train. Studies have shown that in 1961, 90% of children were out of nappies by the time they were 2.5 years old, compared to only 22% being toilet trained by 2.5 years in 1977. This is purely because by that time, disposable nappies were normal. It was the normal thing to do to put your baby in disposable nappies. It's the normal now these days. Number 4, cloth nappies don't have the harsh chemicals that disposable nappies have. Disposable nappies have a lot of harsh chemicals, such as dioxins, which are actually linked to long-term health conditions. There are so many different chemicals in disposable nappies. Just Google chemicals in disposable nappies or disposable diapers and you will be absolutely shocked at what you find online. So if I can avoid having those chemicals near my baby, then I'm going to do that. And number 5 is that they are so cute. This really should not be a reason to cloth nappy your baby, but for me, it really is. I love all of the patterns that I have chosen, and just this one alone is it's just adorable, and it doesn't look like a diaper. It doesn't look like a nappy. It's almost like a little accessory to your baby's clothing, and disposable nappies are just not cute. I'm sure you can get disposable nappies that have cute patterns, but I'm just in love with how cute the cloth nappy patterns are. Okay guys, that was a really long video and I rambled on a little bit, but thank you for sticking with me if you are still watching. That is the 5 reasons that we are choosing to cloth nappy our baby girl. If you cloth nappy yourself and have any tips or hints, or you don't cloth nappy and you found this video helpful with some interesting information that you maybe didn't know, comment down below and let me know. If you would like to follow our journey, you can subscribe down below as well, and I will talk to you guys later. Bye! Oh my god, that's only number 1, it's 15 minutes. Holy crap. Studies have blah blah blah.